Hey, what's up guys, KSK here. Welcome back to this video. This is Miui 12 beta, the official update of Miui 12 based on Android 10. So I have installed Miui 12 on my Redmi K20 Pro, and in this video I will show you the top 10 the biggest features of Miui 12. Let's get started. Now, Miui 12 is currently available for a lot of devices in the form of closed beta. For those registered users, this can be installed on their Xiaomi device. But for those who aren't enrolled, I'll leave a link in the description that will show you how to install Miui 12 beta on your device. Also, I'm going to drop a new video on how to install Miui 12 on any Xiaomi device anytime soon. Now, Miui 12 is one of the biggest major updates of Miui. This update brings tons of changes to the system that is visually astounding. Starting with the lock screen, Miui 12 brings a redesigned lock screen which looks completely different from Miui 11. Take a look at the bold and regular font added to the time and date, which look pretty elegant and decent. Miui 12 comes with a super fancy brand new wallpapers. There are tons of new wallpapers added to the system which looks fantastic. For instance, take a look at this super wallpaper. Xiaomi has created high precision animated wallpapers of Mars and Earth based on available data from NASA. This type of wallpaper can be set for lock screen and home screen. The super wallpaper may dynamically change based on the system theme. Now check out this beautiful animation of the super wallpaper that flows the whole screen and gives the stunning visual look of the wallpaper. Along with them, the wallpapers page in Miui 12 has been redesigned, which is where you get to see more brand new wallpapers. And guess what? These wallpapers are visually astounding and super impressive. Now, Miui 12 brings a dark mode 2.0 that adds support for dimming the wallpaper and system elements. The feature will work with the time of day and night and changes accordingly. Now it's time to talk about the animations and transitions. Miui 12 brings a new system animation and transitions throughout the system. These are implemented in such a way that looks eye-pleasing. From app opening to closing, take a look at the transitioning scale of the animation, which is magnificent. This indeed improves the speed of the whole user experience and fixes many bugs and lags within the system UI. The new animations may appear in different areas of the system. For instance, take a look at the app switcher. The animation is perfect and smooth, and the app switcher has tweaked a little bit to make it look much better. Thanks to Android 10, Google has brought a new gesture mechanism to the system that improves the gesture navigation. Unfortunately, Xiaomi didn't bring this in Miui 11 due to several reasons, but as many vendors seem to be opting for the Google system navigation gestures, Xiaomi decided to add in Miui 12. Miui 12 brings all new redefined Android 10 navigation gestures to the system that helps to quickly improve the gesture experience. Swiping up takes to the home screen, and swiping up and holding for a second brings up the app switcher. There is a new pill that stays persistent at the bottom of the screen. Using this, you can trigger the left or right gestures to switch between the applications back and forth. Now, one of the core UI changes of Miui 12 is the notification drawer. Xiaomi found a way to neatly organize the notifications and quick toggles by dividing them into sections. Swiping down from the top left brings up the notifications panel, and swiping down from the top right brings up the brand new iOS style control center. Yep, the control center is a new feature that helps to quickly tackle the system functionalities like Wi-Fi, LTE, dark mode, and more. To be honest, this all-new control center is simply amazing, and definitely it's inspired from iOS. You can add as many toggles as you want to this section by using an edit button which is present at the top, and notice that background blur effect. And yeah, this control center is dynamically optimized based on a system theme, meaning whenever you turn on the dark mode, it may dim the light colors and give comfort for the eyes. Along with the revamped control center, Miui 12 also added a new visual changes to the settings. Inside My Device section, you can see the storage container filled with a cool liquid animation that uses the sensor of the system to dynamically track the access and flows accordingly. Take a look at this super fresh look of the storage space, and it looks fantastic. This gives a more idea about used space and available space to the end user. Now, under the battery and performance, you can see the cool animation that reveals the amount of percent left inside the battery. There is an improved ultra battery saver mode that has tweaked in Miui 12 aims to improve the battery life to the next level. Pretty useful in worst case scenarios. Miui 12 also brings a redesigned screen space. It now looks clean and neat, and the users may able to easily understand the screen usage of the device. Compared to stock Android, Xiaomi has done an amazing job of providing detailed information about the usage with fancy animations. The focus mode lets you keep away from your phone if you get addicted. This is completely revamped and looks super fresh. When the focus mode is turned on, you will not be able to use the phone except the camera and emergency calls. This won't be turned off until the evaluation of the time. Now, Miui 12 also brings enhanced privacy to Xiaomi devices. For instance, you can now choose to grant permissions to applications only once or only while you're using them. Permissions will be revoked once you're done using an application. For applications that don't clarify the use of permissions on your phone, the Always Allow option will not be provided. There is a new feature called a permissions notifications. When this feature is enabled, it shows the app behavior on the status bar by letting the user of what permission the application is currently using. This way you can see more information about the particular application and its permissions. Lastly, one of the most interesting features of Miui 12 is the floating windows. The name implies floating applications flow on the screen. This means simultaneously you can work with background application and foreground application on the screen. It's an easy practice. For example, whenever you get a notification, you can pull the messaging application to see the more content instead of jumping into it. As of now, the floating application feature is only compatible with few applications, and I believe more applications will support in the final release. Now, other features include while booting the phone, you can see the all-new bootloader unlock animation at the top. The status of the unlock bootloader of your device in Miui 12 is moved from the bottom to the top. Also, AI calling and health tracking has improved in Miui 12. Users can read their health activities like walking, cycling, and more when the phone is inside their pockets. For that precision tracking, Xiaomi uses a motion behavior algorithm to record accurate health data and also saves power at the same time. Now, overall, I would say Miui 12 is the sweetest surprise to all Xiaomi users. It's a complete visual makeover compared to the previous Miui versions. If you want to install Miui 12 on your device, check out the links in the description down below, and stay tuned. I will drop an installation video in a few hours. Thanks for watching this video. It's been Ft.K20. I'll catch you in my next video. Peace.
I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right.